Alrighty, let's give this a try, just to see what it's about. Labyrinth of Touhou 2. I don't know how much this is translated, because this is from, I don't know, let's go check the files. 2013, 2014, so I don't know. 2014. So I don't know, there's better translations out there. This is just what I had in a folder. It's I can't say I really got to spend much time in it. So I'm interested to see what kind of a game it is. Or at least how well it plays. Tokyo, Human Village, Main Street. It's currently 9 in the morning. Usually around this time that the people are the most busy, and the village gets more and more active, but lately this place has felt really empty. Isn't this supposed to be the main street? I think everyone is too scared to leave their house. Well, it's fine, right? We could just eat dumplings while sitting on the storefront since there's so few people. And since we're a bit early for the meeting time, we can do that while waiting. The dumplings they make here are really delicious. Right? Eat them quickly before the others get here. Selfish. You weren't eating dumplings while waiting, were you? No. Excuse not to offer them any. The meeting point was a dumpling shop facing the village main street. And so the two girls ate without a care in the world as they waited for the others. Rainy season was at its end, the blistering heat flickering as the early summer season began. The main street was bereft of residents and their liveliness. The whole village was wrapped in a chilling atmosphere, unbefitting of the current season. That atmosphere is fine with me, better than the heat at least. The summer looks like it's going to be pretty cool this year. I won't have to go cool myself at Corbin's place. You treat your house like a storeroom and barely give it any ventilation. That's why it's so hot in there. Even though the forest its in helps block the sun's rays. Yeah, something like that could be bad. But it's refreshing, it's cool and peaceful. Peace is good, everyone says so. Does this village really look peaceful to you? Oh, hello, Kane. There's still some time before our appointment. Like that, nothing else could scream incident more than that. It's frightening everyone. You need to do something about it quickly. Incident? What do you mean? I can't see anything at all. Anyway, one more dumpling, please. Of course you're not going to see it while your eyes are glued to the food down there. Look up and tell me again that you cannot see it. No thanks, I'm fine. The dumpling I have in my mouth might get stuck in my throat. Just shut up and look. Ugh. Kane grabbed Maris's dumpling-stuffed face and forced her to look up. With her face forcefully lifted up, Marisa could see out of this world massive tree, calmly rooted in the distance. The longish towering tree was piercing through the clouds, its leaves and branches growing outward in order to create a maze of levels. The great tree's size was so ridiculous that anyone who raised their head, even slightly, couldn't help but see it. The tree had suddenly appeared in Gensokyo around 3 days ago. It appeared suddenly in the Forest of Magic, with no clues as to the cause. Even now, it continues to grow slowly but surely, obscuring the daylight to Gensokyo, creating an ever-growing curtain of darkness. You see it now? I got it already, thank you very much. A big tree like that isn't something to laugh at, but hey, when looking at something that big, you really can't help thinking about human life, right? You aren't even bothered by it. It would be fine if it just disappeared in a day or two, but it is not likely something that mass will simply disappear if you leave it alone. Villagers are starting to get frightened by that tree. Furthermore, such a large obstacle to the light will eventually have a detrimental effect on the hearts of the yokai living in the village. Don't you agree? It's also bad for the growth of the plants. In fact, a portion of the crops and flowers that were planted in the fields on the village outskirts have already begun to wither away. It's not difficult to imagine that if we leave that tree alone, things are only going to get worse. Really good though, we get a cool, sunlight-free summer in return. You can take the opportunity to mass-produce bean sprouts. Girl. Blair Hakutaku, who set up an elementary school in the village, took anything that would threaten its peace very seriously. So Kane raged about how we are going to find the cause of the Great Tree today. Rimu and Marisa were forcefully dragged into it. I also was saying to myself that it's about time to investigate that Great Tree. The timing is perfect, I would say. Is that so? Rimu, haven't you been poking your nose into the thieving uproar that happened at Korin's place recently? Aren't you done with that already? Of course not. There's no way we can leave something as ridiculous as an Ame no Murakumo being stolen alone. Don't you agree? But no matter how I looked and searched for the criminal, they didn't leave a single trace. Wait a minute, what are you talking about? Let me see, corridor, was it? A thief broke into that antique store. What is that and the Ame no Kumo about? This is all news to me. A lot of the text in this just cuts off. But perhaps future translations fix that. Should probably give an explanation for that. Renosuke Morichika, half-human, half-yokai hybrid who runs an antique shop located at the border of the Forest of Magic. He was the last of the four for this meeting. Oh my, Renosuke, you're pretty late. The last to show up, in fact. Oh, I'm right on time. One should be neither too early nor too late for any appointment. Being late is obviously out of the question, while being early makes the other person worry too much about what they should have come early to. Yes, your opinions really matter to us. So what were you saying about a theft? A thief. It is as they say, a thief broke into my shop. As you may know, my shop sells items that came here from the outside world. There are also some other small, rare articles that are not for sale that I keep for my personal collection. The value of the Ame no Murakumo that was stolen around a week ago really stood out from the rest. The great tree grew just a few days ago, and the theft happened a bit before that. Well, we didn't know that Renosuke had such a thing in his possession, and if it is true, there's no way we can leave such an artifact alone. Ame no Murakumo, huh? Wait, the Ame no Murakumo? Oh no, wait a minute. Are you sure it's the authentic one? This isn't the time to talk about its value. This is the most famous and powerful sword in Japanese lore. Most of all, how were you able to get an artifact like that? It's the first time I've heard about a relic like that being a Gensokyo. Wasn't this heirloom enshrined and worshipped somewhere in the outside world? Kane didn't know about it after all. Me too. I'm really interested in hearing about how you found that sort of thing, Koran. Trade secrets. I can't possibly say where I found it, especially not to Marisa, since I know I kind of tricked her into giving it to me. Oh no, it's not really tricking Marisa, since she didn't know it was to give me a miracle in the first place. I'm the one who wants to know where she discovered that. Once in a while, her hobby of accumulating trash pulls up some unbelievable treasures. That's how I was able to get it off her hands for dirt cheap. Well, whether or not the sword is the genuine Ame no Murakumo handed down from ancient times, it was definitely made of pure scarlet gold, and it was undoubtedly an extremely powerful sword. Of that I am certain. After hearing the story, I started looking for the Ame no Murakumo and its theft, and its thief. Up until now, the culprit remains at large. I see, so while you were searching for your thief, that great tree sprouted forth and caused an even bigger uproar. How it is. Incidentally, Rainbow also mentioned that she had a feeling the culprit was in that great tree. Really, well, Rainbow's intuition was generally right these times. Well, we can't leave that tree alone anyway, right? So, I figured since Kane was being annoying enough to call this meeting as well, that it was time to investigate that great tree to kill two birds with one stone. That's how we decided to include Corn in our exploration of that great tree. After all, it's his fault for keeping quiet about the sword and not securing it well enough. Really, the thief, who's at fault? I am the victim here, and really, I'm not even suited for fighting. I'm certainly expecting nothing from you in battle, but there's strength in numbers when wandering in a big tree like that, don't you think? So in short, he's making up the numbers. You don't have to declare that to everyone, you beasts. I don't want to go. And so, let's all give this our best. Onwards and upwards. Oh, it's version 1.140. You can now start the game on hard mode difficulty. Hard mode Magic Library characters' parameters can be raised above their level times 1.2. The party's average levels cannot be higher than that of the boss you are fighting. Additionally, once you defeat the last boss, the restriction of the difficulty will be removed. Do you want to start now? Doesn't matter? Sure. I'm not really going to be playing this all that much. I just want to see what it's like. We're coming in, Aki. Hey, Aki, you there? Yes, hello there. May I help you? I'm going to be exploring the tree a little from now on, so we're wondering if you had any information to share about it. Aki, do you know anything about that thing? I don't know much, at the very least. That's something already well known. The cycle of the number of ghosts increasing every 60 years. I guess we'll have to do some actual legwork to know more about that thing. By the way, I'd be happy if you can resolve this tree incident too. The thing is blocking the sun's light, and I don't want to catch a cold. So I'll keep in what little way I'll help him with a little way I can. If that thing keeps growing, the village will getting any sunlight at all soon. Please do something about it before that happens. We'll take whatever help you can give. What can you do for us? At the very least, I'll help you with what I'm good at. I'll make a record of your explorations. Record? Good. Hi, exploration records are important, especially in RPGs. What do you mean by that? Who knows? But if you're not satisfied with that, well, fine, I'll give you this too. Treasure chest key. What's this? Key to open locked treasure chests, treasure boxes in that tree. How do you know about that? Since you can't fight in there, I really have no use for this, so I'll give it to you. Hey, there's treasure chests, huh? Now that gets me excited. However, it seems this key disappears after you use it once. Since it's not reusable, please consider your options carefully before using it. It disappears after using it once. How does that even work? Who knows? I haven't played this 19 minutes at one time in my life. Status, what kind of stuff do we got? Check. Can I actually hit check status? We want that button. HP, attack, magic, speed, MP, TP, defense, mind, evasion, bunch of resistances and weaknesses. So I wonder if higher number is better for resistance. Or do I take 110% damage from fire? Meaning I'm weak to fire if it's bigger. And a lower number would be resistant to. Depends on how they display the value, right? This needs more experience. And we have 4 character slots in the top right, so we can have up to 12 with us at a time, so get the mix and match as we need. This guy has that HP, but he's an average thing. So we got skills. Skills we have. This is HP boost, MP boost, magic boost. Oh, these are locked. How do you just want to unlock them? Or is it character specific? The M. Alice cannon. Malice. If Alice is in the back line, speed will be increased by skill level times 15%. But does not occur until an ally or enemy gets a turn. Hands-on experience. User receives skill level times 12% more experience. Can take effect if the user is not on the front line at the battle. The battle is something. Stacks with all EXP modifying skills except motivated heart. User receives skill level times 6% more experience. Can take effect if the user is not in a party with at least 12 members. Next, with all EXP modifying skills except hands-on experience. I guess we only one or the other. If there are more than 5 KO'd characters upon each turn, Ryza gets something. Recovers S level MP, skill level MP, and increases attack, defense, magic, mind, and speed by skill level times 10%. There are more than 5 KO characters. She just starts to rack up damage and stats. The user performs an attack, the damage will be calculated as if the enemy had lower elemental affinities. Furthermore, if the user attack can inflict an ailment, the chance to inflict the ailment will be calculated as if the enemy had lower ailment resistance. So she can just brute force through elemental and status resistances. Doesn't say by how much, though. The variance of damage dealt is increased. The expected damage is increased, but its ability is reduced. What does it mean to be unstable? Speeds up recovery and debuffs and ailments. So much to read. Everyone has these fancy abilities. Extra spark. 27 MP. All enemies. Minus stick damage. Magic attack. All attacks all enemies with a super powerful MYS attack. Consumes all MP no matter what the amount is. The more MP is consumed, the more damage the spell will deal. Oh, okay. But it costs 27 base MP to use it? I guess. Increases user's caster's magic, best used before using a strong spell. Huh. What are you good at, no skin? MP boost, MP high boost. Why does he get like a super version of status? This could just be whatever the hell he wants. This item drop rate. Which is reduced if the user's not in the front line at the end of battle. This is not completely nullified. Do you have any heals or your support? First aid. Puts some HP and removes TRR and poison. The basics of first aid learned from books. Leveling up the skill will cure additional ailments. Here's the ally stats, the basic knowledge of strategy gained from books. On the user's turn, all enemies will have their attack reduced by skill level times 4. On the user's turn, so it's just a passive? What do you think about it then? Well, that's neat. While users in the front line, damage against other enemies increased, but it's not stacked with similar effects. In this case, it's all support thing. Both was in the front line. Attack and magic are increased by skill level times 15%. Of course, that means you have to actually use Moko as well at the same time. Big bonus, though. Depends on how many skill levels you can get. That's level 2, so it's already 30%. Some forms of form change while the user is in the front line. The character that performed the switch. The character switched out and the character switched in and recover 1 MP. What? Form change or like formation change? I think of like physical form. All party members get 6% more experience. If it's only active, there are 12 party members. What else? Treasures, physical, auxiliary action, increases attack and magic of all frontliners. Let's just yeah, there. Their shrine. Ah, with a tree that big, I was worried that its roots or leaves might crash up the shrine. Seems like there wasn't much to worry about though. Donation box is empty as always too, nothing out of the ordinary at all. When this kind of a normal situation happens, donating to the shrine is hardly high on anyone's list of immediate priorities. Really? Is that really the only reason? What are you trying to say? Really? Anyways, why are we here at the shrine? We have something to do here. No, there's not really anything to do here at the moment. We'll just come back after we exterminate monsters within the tree and accumulate experience, then we can level up. Maybe bonus points obtained from leveling up towards any parameter we want here. Also, if you want to use any special items we find within the tree on a character, here's where we do it. That's for later. For now, just think of the shrine as a place for level ups and bonus point distribution. So much for the explanations. Well, I'm a main character. It's expected for me to do this. So what? I'm a main character too. Come, shall we stop this line of conversation? Library. Increase characters' parameters with money. Cough, cough. This place is always super moldy every time I come here. I figured you would be coming any time now. Oh, the voices. From me. It's my library, so it shouldn't be a surprise, right? Incidents don't get much more obvious than that. I figured it was about time the firefighters against Tokyo started to act. If you know about it, then just help us somehow already, like giving us some ancient spellbooks or strong magic items. Welcome to puzzled open arms. You really don't beat around the bush, do you? Oh really? Well fine, let's see. I'll raise your stats for you. That's good. Alright, go ahead. Make it a big one stat. Who said I'll do it for free? Honestly, I'm not taking your money for nothing either. This kind of thing requires a lot of items and medicine. I'm just charging for the materials. But basically, we pay money here to get stronger. Yes, indeed. Earn all you can to keep the money coming, if you would. Pay money to just upgrade a stat, huh? Upgrade cost 4. So I guess higher is better for elemental resistance. New village, change party members. Not that we have any. Back in the village again, huh? As I thought, the villagers here are more restless than usual. Of course, you two are the only ones who can remain calm, or rather, be excited about the situation at all. Normal people aren't that strong. They chainsaws. We're the type of humans who solve these incidents. The ways of the world works so well if you think about it. Anyway, it's been a long while since I was able to take a casual walk around here, the village. It has changed a lot elsewhere. We walked in the outskirts for quite a bit. There's still lots of food and lodging facilities around here. A long while from you, it's probably from several decades ago, really. You half yokai in your lifespans. Realized it. Well, whatever you say. From the looks of the village, there really are lodging facilities popping up everywhere. Now, this kind of obvious incident going on, there wouldn't be anyone who'd be taking a fairway trip or anything. What about it? Are we? From what I heard, there are a lot of humans and yokai that have entered the tree. If you continue to explore the tree, perhaps you will find others who will help your exploration. If the party gets bigger, we need a place to gather everyone around. The amount of lodging facilities in the village, we should be able to get a pretty good price on staying at one for a while. To make use of that, we should be able to accommodate for quite a number of people. Really? I thought that Korin was out of his store would be like a cap out of water. Really, that's really well thought out. I'm seeing you in a new light now. Can't tell if you're complimenting me or insulting me. I guess I'll just treat it as a compliment this time. Honestly, I got all the gold from Marisa's father and permission to use their good name to get a large discount. Marisa probably wouldn't stand for this kind of thing. I'll just pretend that it's all thanks to me. Oh. Workshop. Chainsaws. To the tree. Let's take a look. Since I'm just goofing around right now, chainsaws, that means we can actually fight in Touhou if you wanted. Since the inside of the great tree, the greenery seems to stretch out forever. Of course, within a tree, I suppose it wouldn't be too odd to find a small forest growing inside such a tree, but actually seeing it with your own eyes, feels like all I can do is shake my head and laugh. I bet I'll have a stupid grin on my face for the next 3 days when I remember this before I go to bed. Really, for me, it's all so normal that it's kind of disappointing. We find one mystery, a mysterious super huge plant, we get all fired up and go inside, and all that's waiting for you is a forest with a lot of soil and grass. Something that makes no sense from the outside. What's inside, it makes way too much sense. It would have been better if there was a place with boiling magma or some space-like atmosphere, or something else appropriately crazy. Spare me from that, please. Mimi and Marisa are, how do I put this, extremely experienced with incidents. Their perspective is much different from ours. Bastions of common sense, we'll have to do our best to keep them in line. I don't mind if you want to be a bastion, but you better be as helpful as one in battle. I was just temporarily overawed by the sight of this place. Of course, I'd be helpful in battle. My skill is nothing to scoff at. Your passion for Soku is trampled by my love for a bad game like Strive. I see how it is. Imagine a penguin in I'm playing right now. Would you like to go do it? Fight. Bill versus Chainsaws. Anything to avoid playing on the matchmaking system, I guess. My skill is plenty to scoff at, and I doubt I'll be anything more than a liability. Can I go home now? No. Eh. You, a grown man, want to leave behind frail and defenseless young ladies and return by yourself? What a heartless person you are. Who exactly qualifies as a frail and defenseless young lady here? What are you trying to insinuate? Nothing. You're reading too much into it. Come on, Candy, stop glaring at him like that so we can get started. Let me over here. Yes. Okay, go there. Found some sort of tunnel at the end of this wall. Looks like we can go through it to the other side. Yeah. Hey, Rainbow, look, on the other side of the grove. What? Oh, that. The other side of the Rainbow's group location was a mysterious floating black orb wandering aimlessly. What's there? It's Rumia, a yokai that can manipulate darkness. She collects the darkness around, forms a bubble of darkness around her. But it seems to blind her as well. Quite the eccentric yokai. I wonder if she can hear me if I call her from here. Hey, Rumia. Waha, someone called. Bumped my head. I can't see in front of me. Aw, oh. Looks like she went somewhere else. That was predictable. We got Kadama and Small Kadama. Power flies out. Let's attack the enemy. Leveling up the skill would add a paralyzing effect. Special spell that uses the caster's magic against the enemy's defense. Dark spell that targets all enemies. Devastating battle command. The only dad is fighting game Ultra Fight Kanto. We can play that too. In my Kanoko. That was our first battle. It ain't too bad if we're careful. It wasn't too bad because of you all. I couldn't do much at all. Managed one way or another, but it gets pretty rough when they start attacking. It'd be best if we take the initiative and use spell cards to take out the enemies before they attack. Not like I can do that either. Well, even if we take damage in battle, we'll recover after we're done with it. It's okay, don't worry. Alrighty, let's go. Let's keep the beat going. All HP that was lost in battle will be recovered after it. If a character becomes downed in battle, he will come back to the party with their HP fully recovered. However, for characters that recovered HP after being defeated, a large amount of TP will be consumed to bring them back. Downed characters will lose 10 TP, and other characters will lose 1 to 5, depending on their HP left. TP acts as motivation for characters. If their TP goes down to 0, they will be demoralized and returned against Sokyo by themselves. By reducing the amount of damage taken, you reduce the amount of TP consumed. One way to extend your exploration. So eventually, TP is used to auto-heal after battles, but then eventually you run out and lose the party member, huh? Lot Eater, that's a lot of enemies now that are... That does not heal very much, does it? Heal basically nothing. Wow. Destroyed. I mean, I know I picked hard mode. God. Damage. Just resistant to spell. And if it keeps raising its defense, I can't hurt it. Also level 4. Screwed. Kill the nuts. Oh, that sucked. It's like my Etrians. Is it though? Clean main equipment, Cypress Stick. We also do not have any gear, so. Who wants a Cypress Stick? Max MP3 does nothing more than that? Concentrate. Recover MP by reading. CP became 0 when we left the exploration party. So leave dungeon if you want to leave. Well, that was our first run inside the tree. The enemies sure hit hard in battles. We should aim to defeat them before they can hit us. However, if we go all out like that from the beginning, we'll run out of gas quickly. Well, it can't be helped for now. We're not used to exploring after all. To recruit new members, get stronger, become luckier, and chip away at it. The exploration area will little by little become wider as well. I guess all we can do is keep going at it. By the way, for some reason it feels like the enemies ain't targeting us equally when attacking. Am I just imagining things? They're not. The enemies tend to attack characters that have an easier time reaching. Characters in front of the party will be targeted more often. Reverse, the characters in the back will be targeted less. Amongst our current group, the shopkeeper and I are a little tougher than Reimu and Martis. It may be best to put us in the front, using the formation option to offer Reimu and Martis a little more protection. Also, the worst at defending and defeating the enemies. I'll at least be a tank. I'm just sitting there uselessly while the girls are shielding me. I'll have trouble sleeping at night. And actually, I'm just not. I don't have any long-term plans of playing it. I just wanted to see it and check it out. Isn't KNA embracing monkey? I have a Kanoko mode on my channel that plays the Your Kanoko clip when you post it. Watch out for that nut eater. It's called Eat Your Nuts. On one side, Corin, we'll be relying on you. Target for an enemy's attack during combat is largely influenced by the position of the group in the front line. Short enemies are inclined to attack the leftmost character. Physical enemies especially show this tendency. Thus, characters with high HP and defenses should be put at the utmost left, while more fragile characters at the right. This will reduce the chance of them being killed by normal enemies. Knowing who the enemy attacks is a very important battle. Make sure your front line is well organized at all times. I mean, so is Etrian Odyssey, so... But, I know I downloaded this years ago, and I just wanted to take a look at it. How you doing, Shoxus? Welcome. Welcome. Priscilla, you got a paper fan? I don't have one. There's none for sale either. Guess this wrench will have to do. These threats normal for trying to greet my customers courteously. The human village sure is a scary place. Now, these are the only humans who do something like that, so relax. But this is surprising. I've never heard of a kappa workshop in the village before. Of course, I started this shop just now. A fun-looking tree popping out of nowhere like that. There must be a lot of humans exploring it. For those of them who are not used to fighting, they'll flock to my workshop and research of all sorts of goods. How's that? Perfect plan, right? Very perfect plan. So that there aren't a lot of humans exploring that tree. Eh, you're kidding, right? Obviously using Rainbow and Narisa as your base for human behavior. Normal humans are too scared to get anywhere close to that thing. I don't feel like doing anything. I'll just close the shop and go back. Hey, don't worry about it. We're just the right customers for you, so make sure you prepare the best for us. Workshop whose only customers are the dirt-poor Shrine Maiden and her companions. The store is already looking bleak from the first day. Eco board. CP3, HP recovery 3. Club equipment. 12%. Is it the same description as the Pokemon item? An item that doubles attack EV gains when equipped. Also, a parent holding it will pass its attack IVs to the offspring. Very nice item that greatly reduces unproductive time spent cycling back and forth. Very Pokemon description. Remember that protects an EDF soldier's life for some reason. In the original, it increases HP instead of defense. 2,000 of these will make higher difficulty safer. Cantrip book. Book that reports all sorts of troublesome things. It might allow you to use all sorts of status attacks, or it might not. Don't worry, Scribble, I'm not planning on reading this. Notebook that keeps track of the stamp bingo rally stamps. Quite fun looking at these throughout the entire game. They can be really well hidden. Collecting these without a guide is extremely difficult. Item that increases agility by 1 when used. A valuable item in the game system where agility is the difference between life and death. Tend to be camouflaged by other green things like grass and are easily missed. Gold thing which you collect 4 to increase your number of hearts by 1. If you collect lots of them, you get a lot of hearts. Your current achievements and a record of enemies fought. Like I said, we're looking around Kenny's school, but there's nothing to do here. I can ask what the heck you two are doing here, too. Yeah, we're here for some reason. There's nothing interesting going on in school for you, or perhaps you want to study. No. No. I don't want to teach you to either. What do you do here normally? Well, it's a school, so normally I teach here. Otherwise, a lot of compiling a summary of all the monsters inside the Great Tree. It'll be useful if they ever get out of the tree, though I doubt that'll happen. Basically, if we want to look at the bestiary, we can come here. Looking for that frank summary of what I've just went through. Piece of heart, 2% chance. Drop rates are terrible. I need more fur bundles. Achievements. 50 battles, 200, a billion. Defeated for the first time. Get defeated 12 times. More than 60 hours. Oh, does it? Where do you hide, Maruvia? Got to put Rainy and Mars on the back row. Diamonds. What's that over there? What isn't Rain? Oh, and Marisa, the second-hand chaperone too. Bringing extras over here. What would you all be doing entering this place as a group? I'd ask you the same thing. What are you doing here? As for us, we're doing the usual sticking our neck into trouble because it looks interesting. Ah yes, that was entirely what I expected. Reimu and Marisa really do give off that impression to everyone else, huh? Anyway, enough of that. What about you? You don't seem to be the sort to stick your neck into this mess. It's not like I came to this place because I wanted to. Yuko got really excited since this gigantic tree appeared just when she was feeling bored. She was going on and on about how she wanted to give this place a visit. She kept telling me things like, the journey to becoming a worthy swordswoman begins with a search for an appropriate sword. She'll also polish her skills. So you go look for a sword in that tree, and so on. Were you trying to imitate Yuko's voice just now? Ah, did it sound like her? Eh, not really. Anyways, you came here to do as you were told then. Of course not. No one could cater to Lady Yuko's every whim. Besides, I already have my Rokan-ken and Hakuroken. I just happened to come here to kill some time, enjoying the cooling atmosphere, and returning to Hakuyokuro after. The garden still needs cleaning. Rokan-ken and Hakuroken. Those are the two swords you carry with you, the long and short one. Yes, they are both very good swords. If you aren't seeing things, your short sword, the Wakizashi, is nowhere to be found. No, I have left it around here. Huh? No, it's impossible. Wait, really? My Hakuroken's gone? Yeah, what? No way. You know, for a swordmaster to not be able to keep an eye on her sword, he may still be a provisional swordmaster. It's still pretty embarrassing, don't you think? No, it's different. I was really there just a moment ago. This can't be happening. Where's my Hakuroken? Well, good luck. Oh, wait, please look for it with me. Sorry, can't do. We got places to go. Wow, where is it? Start tracing your steps. I remember performing maintenance on both their hilts after I arrived. There's no doubt I had them since I came into this place. Alright, if we happen to find it along the way, we'll bring it back to you when we get the chance. And sub-equipment, piece of heart. HP, I guess. Put it down. 1, 2, and 5. Jeez. Asteroid though. Let's kill the other thing. Definitely took no damage. Holy shit. Gotta hurt so bad. Wow, don't do that. Didn't even hurt it. I'm gonna could be resistant to her spell. Wrong. Be resistant to mystical damage too. Don't miss and kill this thing. I think we're ready for things that are level 5. A lot of damage. TP is low again. Costs a lot of TP to revive if you die in battle. Way easier just to beat up a bunch of squirrels instead. Remember over there. What? Okay. I'm jealous, so jealous. It isn't parsing. Why did you leave the underworld to come here? It's not like I like to go out. It's on the upper tier of the underworld, when all of a sudden massive roots sprouted forth and stretched down to the bottom of the hell. Not blocking the way back down, I had no choice but to go up instead. Really, how can people carry on their life up here, with such a bright light shining on them like this? Ah, I'm so jealous. I see, must have took a toll on you. Oh, I thought you came out here to attack humans. That's good, that's good. I was just about to exterminate you. There's something I wanted to hear about. What is this great tree? Since when did something like this become enshrined on the surface? I don't know either. It grew like crazy here all of a sudden, just a little while ago. It's really surprising. That's it. Just thought of something good. And that's how it is. So, it looks like every yokai has been coming to this tree after all. It looks pretty interesting. Every yokai. How interesting that sounds. Ah, I'm so jealous. You know, right? That's how it is. We're also planning to scale this tree to do something about it. Want to come along? With this tree and its roots coming all the way into the depths of the underworld, the monsters of this tree will waltz around like they own the place and yours, and all these yokai inside enjoying themselves. Don't you want to beat them all up? But I've come here just a little while ago, and I'm still being jealous of the light that shines so brightly up here on the surface. What do you want then? Still around? Well, excuse me for being here. Wait, Parse, did you change your mind? Do you want to come with us now? You can kick the crap out of the monsters inside inside who strut around with a smug look on their faces, and ruin the mood of all yokais in high spirits. Let's do it. I don't feel like it. I guess there's gotta be a way to coerce her into joining us. As everyone needs. Everything is pain in this, and first aid is garbage. Does not heal anything. Let's get in. I'm gonna level up, we're working on it. Everything is pain. Hard mode is hard. Recognition of your achievement. The following reward is earned. That's cool. Good items for. And we're gonna go out, and when these dumb nuts show up. Wait, why did our party like get reorganized again? Yeah, well, that actually protects us. Have to reorder outside the dungeon. I guess that makes sense. You can go level up, well then tell the monsters to die faster. It's not spawning stupid squirrels. Alright, I have to do that at the other place, don't I? I have to do that at the shrine. Do it on that. It's a one hit. Level up the character. Experience points I have 97, required 52. Level up bonus. One bonus. That's all I'm allowed. Indeed. Does it even go up by one? What affects his ability to heal? He needs to heal better. Okay, so I can resort this however I want. These aren't finalized. Mix and match whenever I feel like it. That's always nice. Gem. Item that increases the character's maximum TP when used. You can use it at the Hakurei Shrine. Up to 10 may be used per character, just like the stat books in Etrian Odyssey. Down characters. Experience will be returned. And again, I guess it said on hard mode that I can't use characters that are over-leveled to fight bosses, so maybe that's what it's for. Level unifications. Select the level for all current party members to be at. We're level 2 now. Odd that leveling can only happen outside the dungeon, but it's fine. How many points? 4. We don't have very many skill points, do we? Didn't I only start with like 3? I got 1 from that level up. That's how many you actually get starts to skill pretty high. Just want your heal to be better. So ally is based. Need some equipment, steadfast ring. Shock resistance, I guess. Great tree's enormous wasp. I'd want him. Actually not resistant to our magic. Why, hey Marisa, in front of us. Isn't that a Tengu? I think I saw that girl before. What was her name again? What? Where did that Tengu go? Right here. It's Momochi. Wow, you startled me. How did you get so close? Ah, I remember now. You're Momochi, one of the Yokai Mountain's guardians, aren't you? Being called a guardian is a bit too much. I'm just part of the patrol. So, what would a patrol Tengu be wandering around here for? Great Tengu ordered us to investigate the Great Tree instead of patrolling the mountains. I wouldn't have come to this place otherwise. Aren't the Pro Tengu already doing that? That is quite likely, but they are doing so in hopes to get their hands on a scoop first. I am here because I happen to pull the short straw. Oh, I see. In any case, I'll be going back shortly. Humans from the village won't approach this tree. The strong humans and yokai are coming in for a bit of fun. It's more or less as the Great Tengu predicted. Oh my, going home so soon? Since you're already here, explore this place with us. You'll probably get more direct information that way, you know. Sorry, but my duty was only to patrol. Besides, the Crow Tengus will surely return with more information anyway. Though I don't know how accurate that information would be. Those Crow Tengu like gossip way too much. What proof does anyone have that their information will be correct? Besides, those Crow Tengu only care about getting news before the other Crow Tengu for their next edition. Right. Compared to these crows, the information coming from the very serious White Wolf Tengu would be more reliable, isn't that right? And the Great Tengu told you that the Great Tree is a high priority, right? That patrolling the mountains is a real bore, especially after getting involved with a major incident like this. That's true, and the Crow Tengus would probably prioritize making their newspaper over actually reporting any accurate information they get. You're pretty good at winning people over. The Great Tengu never did say to make haste in your report, I guess. Putting things that way does have a certain logic to it. I'm willing to help you for a while, then. See, we're in your hands then, Momochi. Look at that, our first party member is the Great Owu. Did it. For the time being, I'll stand by at the human village. Call me there if you need my services. Momochi, I need your services. You need a better tank. What the hell is this? A lot of exclamation marks here. Treasure chest to be locked. Consume treasure chest key. Which treasure chest do you want to open? I'm gonna use my tank code. Could be. Physical tank. Makes sense. You open 1, 2, or 3. When we get into a battle and die. B first. Die to Marisa. Take the middle one, just like in Mario 3. Hanenoki Koban. Mr. Midnight Oil Set. Item Discovery Weekly. Increases money gained after battle by 1% just by being carried. This effect will stagger up to 25%. Item that increases item drop rate by 1.6 times just by being carried. Increase all the way up to 40%. Uses experience gained by 1% up to 25%. Nice miss for Nope Skin. There's an actual defense option. It's concentrate. Unless it also does raise your defense, I don't know. I'm at Miko board. Miko? What is that Miko board? UTP. It's not really a good equipment, is it? Usually increases a character's equipment mass by 1. It takes 50 to get one character's equipment mass to max. Even try to imagine the time it'll take to max it out for your entire party. My equipment mass. So, it must really do physical damage here. I found some sort of tunnel on the other side. Looks like I can get through. Hey. Ambushed by bees. That's not good. Bees are weak compared to the fucking nuts with all the defense they have. What's the BBS? What does that do? What sound should that make? FOE. I'll have a moment, you know. The wind, lightning, and physical, I guess. Petty Patrol Tango. Half Beast of Knowledge and History. Flying Mysterious Crown Maiden. Ordinary Black Magician. Moving a used goods seller. So we got HP attack. Defense. Ability to see far distances. With users at the front, all frontliners' accuracy increases by skill level times 25%, so it can apply to all frontliners. By 3 accuracy for everyone. With the users in the front line, damage against flyer enemies increases. The bonus does not stack with similar effects. On the user's turn, user speed increases by 10%. That literally has speed boosts. That's an ability. It's the ultimate of Pokemon abilities. User is attacked or is attacked. Or if the user attacks or is attacked by an enemy with buffs. The damage is calculated as if the enemy's buffs were non-existent. Oh, she also ignores buffs from enemies. Also a pretty nice ability. Nice attack buffs you have, they don't work now on Momochi. Users brought to the front line from the reserve party. User's ATB bar will be set to 10,000. She can attack right away if you swap her in. Its bite. Unlock a spell that is shaped like a dog bite. Take damage even against enemies with high defense. Spell League Cannon. Momochi's signature? No, shaped to Danmaku. Appearing since Mountain of Faith. The MP's cost is somewhat low, so is the power of the attack. He has no experience. So. Never mind, she does have experience. I'll just level her up. Attack power. Attack power right. Everyone has their own EXP. Ours is short by like 1, maybe? Who knows? Really just out of range of leveling. Oblivious speed boost moment. half attack power. I'd likely use it. There doesn't seem to be any FOEs in this so far. Surprise battles to keep an eye out for. She doesn't have all that much MP though. Cypress stick. That'll help her right now since we're already in the dungeon, but help her bite more often. These bees are pretty weak. There's the FOEs. I don't know if this game has FOEs. Yeah, it would be. That voices. Well, it's been a while now. But isn't Aya? What are you doing here today? Never mind. You Pro Tengu love these kinds of scoops. You're always there when you can get a scandal-like article. And even more for this kind of news story. Truth is, I wanted to come here even earlier. I was preoccupied by acquiring information on another bit of good news I had heard. Which ended up delaying my investigation of this incident considerably. Well, we are on the first floor. When do foes normally spawn? At least the second floor. At least in the earlier games, I don't think there was a first floor FOE. I know Etchinata or gave you an FOE like right away, but I think in the very first game, the deers don't start showing up till floor 2. The first stratum. Well, the truth is, I wanted to come here even earlier. I was preoccupied acquiring information on another bit of good news I had heard. I ended up delaying my investigation of this incident considerably. It's the big deal of being a bit behind schedule. Delay means the rest of the Gotenku reached here before I did, and they're probably at the floors above by now. This head start that they have will be hard to make up. That's right. There's a lot of you paparazzi. I guess you have a lot of your own pressures. So, do excuse me while I start my comeback rally now. I've got some catching up to do. It's all fired up. Ah, what's that? That's a crying voice. I guess as much. Ah. So, it was the cursed tool this time. The human part at least. Hey you, don't you always have an umbrella with you? Explain, it's not with me because... Nah, let us guess. Since humans aren't surprised by you anymore at your usual place, you decided to try your luck at the Great Tree. You wanted to surprise someone here, but the monsters beat you black and blue. Got your umbrella got stolen instead. Your bruises make it easy to guess. Nailed it. I don't get it. She's an umbrella Tsukumogami. No? How could she be here crying when they took her body away? Come on, help me out. Get my umbrella back from those monsters. No way. No way. Wow. Your umbrella was stolen. Do you know where it is now? I don't know. It's even more annoying. Who's not known to be a good person? Magic. That. This is pure magic, so it's there. Encounter rate 56, 60, 58. Look at that. Instead of the colored meter, we have a number. No. Chances are for the next step to be a battle. I guess that's what it means. Wait, is it for the next step? Who knows? I feel like I'd be too lucky. Not running into battles. Well, at least they beat up who they should be beating. That's true. Didn't they say that wasn't very strong? Why did it do 300 damage? You know, whatever. I'll just assume they were all really weak to wind damage. Obtained manga meat. Meat on bone. I didn't see what kind of equipment it was. Main equipment. Manga meat, HP recovery rate. Meat you often find in gag manga. No further explanation necessary. It's not soft, but it stretches out a lot when you bite into it. Could very well be weak too. So what does HP regen do? Is it just as I... No, we get fully healed when we get out of battle, so what does it mean? Do that. No, not the poison. Takes TP away, reviving our characters, as well as healing after battles. More healing you need, the more TP is used. From what it said, after every battle you automatically get fully healed back to full health and get revived at the cost of TP. Once TP reaches 0, they leave the dungeon. What do you mean by healing affects more when it comes to party members that are in the back during battle? Not just healed? I thought everyone just gets healed at the cost of TP anyway, so what does it mean? Well, I do not like it when this thing raises its defense. Seems to get a lot out of that. Huh? Hmm? Oh, it's the red, white, and the black, white. Is that the only way you can remember us? I saw you over that side just some time ago, and we followed you to this area. What are you doing here? Nothing? This amazing thick thing growing all of a sudden seemed kinda cool, so I came to take a look. Oh, but that doesn't matter. I want to ask you something. Do you have any manga meat? What? The meat. It's meat attached to a large bone. It's hard to chew on because it stretches so much. I've played too much and now I'm hungry. Do you have 3 manga meat with you? No, I want 3 of them. Not quite the cheeky attitude asking us for something and being so rude about it. If you don't want to do it, then fine. I'll go to the human village and look for food. You got some nerve to declare your human-eating ways in front of me. You know, I'm really good at exterminating you, yokai. I didn't say anything about eating humans, no. I just wanted to look for a meal in the village. I sure learned some really shady ways to deceive people. Now, she should be satisfied if we bring her some manga meat. It should be fine to gather them in our free time. To be honest, I want to prevent unpredictable yokai from going to the village and spreading seeds of discord at all costs, too. You're way too nice for your own good, always paying full attention to whatever someone says. It's so easy to take advantage of that kindness. I'm hungry. Fine, we'll look for it, so don't move from here. Thank you. The man give her the manga meat. Make sure it's extra stretchy. First floor is pretty large, isn't it? Definitely feels that way. All floors are huge. I mean, if this floor is huge, I can only imagine the rest are also huge. Items discovered every weekly. Level 4, what is that? Is that a boss? Is that our FOE? Some kind of floor boss, I guess. Look at it over there. Which is worn out. This game can't help us. It's useless. Only good for finding items. It feels trash. Level up everyone. Okay, that's way faster than doing it like that. It is short, it's so Mario, so yeah. It's more magic damage. But they did mention that we have to fight bosses at their level. We cannot over-level for bosses. Have the real battle. But I guess if we're rich, we can always pay for stats. Still be the same level. No restriction outside of hard mode, but you do get rewarded if you fight them at the mentioned levels with extra items. Nitori. Great tree, we found something we don't really understand in material. What's that? I'm asking you because we don't know either. I went ahead and picked it up, but it doesn't do anything special when we were carrying it. It's heavy use. Don't you have someone in your party way more experience at running an item store than me? What's it do, bro? Well, even though I have the ability of knowing the name and utility of tools, when I see these kinds of items, all it tells me is that there are no specific use for them. Just like Rainbow and Rice has said, it appears to carry some traces of spiritual and magical power, so we may be able to use them to make some useful gear. And that's where you come into play. When you talk about making things in Gensokyo, the Kappa are the first thing to come to mind. So you want me to find a use for these things, huh? I can't fault your taste in choosing an inventor for these things, though. Oh well, there's no other customer other than you guys anyway, so I have some free time. I'll think about a way to put these to good use, and I'll let you know when that happens. Let's advance. All materials. Got a great tree leaf. How can I sell it? Size Oh, there's the mountain. I can buy more of it, but 240 is quite a lot. Not that much money. Battles aren't giving us tons of things yet. Or is there a better way to sell materials? Is there a different button just to sell everything? This won't let us sell these. It's getting a fat. Oh. Another one. 3. Might be a problem because some of our characters are higher than that now. Belly cannon! And a bulletproof armor. Defense 12. Lucky horseshoe. Is plus 50 physical resistance. Accessory that negates damage of falling from high places. Falling from up to 50 feet will not do a single point of damage normally. Yeah, 1 inch more results in grievous damage. Definitely equip this to prevent accidents. So, 50 feet or below. 50.0001 feet. Death. Understood. Taking physical damage anyway. Let's give it to her then. 50 sounds like a lot for resistance, right? Guess I don't really know how it's calculated, so... Hey, you guys! Wormstick. It's all Wormstick's ever wanted. Wow, that was rude fairy. Great. Exploded Marisa. Couldn't even do a thing about it. What is this? This is Labyrinth of Touhou 2. In a very German name. What do you know about German names, friend? I've been told Fabian's a German name. What do you know about that one? The narrow road shaped by the tree roots that Reimu and her group took was now completely blocked by a thick block of ice. We can't progress any further. This could be a problem. Strong enough to beat up some nuts eaters. What's up here? Ha 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 ha. Just me, or did that laugh we just heard seem like it came from someone really dumb? Is that you? Was that you, Marisa? You're asking for a punch, aren't you? Ha 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 ha. Here comes the greatest swordswoman. Yes, I'm asking for a punch, over there, and clench that fist hard. Sure. That hurts. What are you people doing? You must be jealous of the strongest swordswoman's strength and beauty. Shut up or I'll hit you again. You've been making a racket for a while. A swordswoman, really? You don't carry a sword normally, right? That wakizashi. Isn't that the sword that the half-human, half-ghost girl lost? She was in such distress over it, too. I believe its name was Takaroku. Takaroku. Hit the Cerno. Lisa, blonde hair, blue eyes, so basically Europe Wormstick. No apples, this squirrel seems to be starving and something. That wakizashi. Isn't that the sword that the half-human... Oh no, I just read that. It's not. Who cares about that? This is my sword, and it's the strongest. She appears to be denying it vigorously, but it's likely that she stole that sword. You have to wonder what kind of swordmaster allows her sword to get stolen. You're wrong, this is mine. So, where did you find it? Let's see, I was walking around here looking for something interesting and I came across this girl repairing her sword with a really serious face. I thought I'd bug her for a bit, so I reached out for her wakizashi, but she was so focused... bullshit! She was so focused on fixing her sword that she didn't notice me at all, so I went ahead and took it. So she treated that as permission to take it. She's quite something. The only male character in the series. I mean, there's also Yomu's master, which could be male. Or he's supposed to be male. Not that he's ever been shown in anything. And then, I guess, Reimu's turtle Genbu. He's gotta be. I think he's male, right? It's like Master Roshi's turtle. His regular ass monks helping Reimu with the yokai extermination, agricultural, etc. Well, people from the human village don't count. They don't count. They're not real characters. Literally faceless people. That girl probably is the only fairy who does that. The fact that I can't assertively say so is what's really bad about fairies. How's this? Cool, ain't it? Watch. I can swing it real good too. Yeah, ha. Wide open. Ah, my sword. You're trying to swing that sword without proper training. All you were doing was clumsily flailing the sword around. Since you're small, the weight of the sword was too much for you. Not to mention that you were trying to swing it while flying, which is when you can't exert the full strength of your arm. That's why it was so easy to take it from you. Well, not bad, Kami. Give it back. Give back my sword. No, I took it from some random nameless fairy. I have no obligation to return it. Stealing from others is not something you should do. Now, let's go apologize to her owner together. She is completely lost without her sword. Idiot, eat this. What? Oh, cold. Looks like the fairy escaped. Indeed, she will need some punishment next time we meet. She's quite powerful for a fairy, but in the end, she's still a fairy. I doubt she can do any worse than that. Shouldn't be able to make any more of a fuss if we leave her to her devices. Yeah, let's just leave her be. We found Yomu's sword and all. Might as well focus on getting it back to her first. Did it. Fill out all of these spots. Should have had her. And get her MP back. Sub-equipment bludgeon. The bludgeon created from the trunk of the great tree might have some mysterious power within. The girls thought it too heavy, so they scraped at it until it was thin enough to work as a staff, or bludgeon. Attack defense 10%, physical 12, physical resistance 12, shock resistance 12. Well, I know who's completely loving physical and defenses, so get rid of. I guess you should be more defensive. So keep the defense item on you. So you need to protect us from damage. WKMA, you want a bracer to put on? Manga meat. Shock resistance. Who has that on? I already gave it to someone. By helping Rainbow, I just mean her actually protected the human village. Serno is very much for the power mode. Yes. At least we're not getting utterly destroyed anymore. We really needed all those levels. Oh my. Oh my. Is this who I think it is? Hermilia herself. What you doing here? It's not just me. Fate here. Oh. The gatekeeper ain't looking too chipper. She's only carrying our luggage and leading the way for us. She can easily handle this. Isn't that right, Lele? Yes, it's no problem at all. Poor thing. Anyway, you took the maid and gatekeeper with you, huh? What are you doing here with them? Why, wouldn't our reason be the same as yours? What other business could we have in here? Oh, really? You folks are here to solve the incident too? No, of course not. We're here for a picnic, obviously. By those words, that means you people are here to resolve this incident. Considering your get-up, I suppose it's not very surprising. Kind of fun-looking event doesn't happen very often, yet you're so quick to resolve it. How uncouth. We'll have to enjoy our picnic quickly before you resolve the incident then. Mei Ling, let's go. Yes. Perfect then. My best regards to you if you meet again. If we meet again. In the eyes of the Starlit Devil Mansion's vampire, all this uproar is only worthy of a picnic. And if you start thinking of it as a picnic too, you might even start to enjoy our adventure. I just want to go back home. Come on, Nose King. Get some of that there backbone. Komakan. Komakan's got a new persona now. He's got his own anime custom waifu that he made. I'm not sold. Let me see the map. It was down all the way down there. I didn't go up there. I left that corner open. Mars' TP's about to run out anyway. Look at that little damage she took. Momentary best tank. I gave her all the defensive items, so probably helps a little bit. Insect's exoskeleton. Before boss. What's wrong? Just now, didn't you hear something? Hmm? No, I didn't hear Yeah. I heard that. Yeah. No. Yeah. Chen. Just now, wasn't that Chen, Shikigami, Vikari Shikigami? That was her, right? What's that girl doing? Ah, what's wrong? That cat was probably running away from the enemies that are coming at us right now. That bleeding ghost cat making us clean up her mess. We helped. Let's go, Marisa. Ow, I don't like that they're going first and he just straight up destroyed. Destroyed our maybe before we really had a chance to do anything. Some gem and trading right now. Not necessarily a boss fight, but at least an event fight of some kind. They weren't that much to us in the end. Ken would have had a lot of trouble with them, though. Why did she come here in the first place? And, we know where that cat went. I think she didn't run towards the exit, but went further in. There's no helping it. Let's protect her if we meet again. To the extra drops. Says wiped out. Says Rain got myrtleized. That's the dungeon. Recognition of your achievements, you had a swiftness check. Fragment of refined metal. Smelt 2 weapons in the same class to get a scrap metal. Combine 3 scrap metals to get a reclaimed metal. Combine 3 of those and you get this. You need 3 or 4 of this to make a headgear, though they don't give any bonuses. Even so, if you want a hat, the quickest way is to just fork over some kind of Pink Fortress 2 funny joke here. I can only sell extras, I can't sell the one that I have. Because I was able to sell one, but only if it's a spare. I can't sell it if there's only one left. It's kind of weird, but okay. That's how the game determines what kind of things I can make with those materials. Can't sell anything until you do more stuff in the shop. I mean, I literally just sold one thing. Because I had 2 of it. Not seem to care if I had 1 of it, though. Let's give back the sword. Forest fairies are quite irritating. Do not like them. Made her. They have a real tendency of just attacking the back row and causing us trouble. But you're still around. Oh, whoops, wrong part. It's Parsi. It's the other hill-like area. So... it isn't up at the top. It has to be the one near the bottom. It has to be this one. The top left one is Rumia. It's A. What the fuck is A? It's an A button. I'm just kidding. We pulled up the maps. It's all good. These weakling enemies are nothing to Momiji. Unless you're talking about like the keyboard. I didn't use keyboard controls. I'm using my controller right now. This is an older game, so it doesn't mind direct input. Wow. Now I better get her umbrella. Where the fuck was Yomu? Is she really all the way up there? I don't think so, but I don't know. I thought I found her pretty early. Or is she the purple one here? That's a level. That's a boss. Maybe she got attacked. Not here, not here, not here. I can't find it. It's not around here, but if I really lost it, this is the only place I could have dropped it. What am I going to do if I can't find it? Oh, she's still searching for it. Hey, Yomu, come here and look at this sword. Why is my Hakuroken with you? See, so that's how things are. Hey, we just found what you were so frantically looking for. Can't you act a bit happier? It was you guys who had my Hakuroken all along. Did you enjoy watching me panic all this time? What? That's how you take it? That's what happens when your usual behavior is so awful, especially yours, Marissa. No way. You know I only borrow stuff, right? And you know that everything I borrow is put to good use in my house, mostly. Don't just look unconcerned about this. You need to give a good explanation to that gardener about the situation. She looks ready to kill us at any moment now. It's probably impossible. Yoma's the type of person who, how to say this, once she has her mind set on something, she'll never budge. And I mean that in the worst possible way. Or worst way possible. Hey Yomu, can't we discuss this like reasonable? Your deceitful words mean nothing to me. I will deliver upon you the same painful experience I went through. See? Wow. What's she gonna kill you with her other sword? Game actually has a healing. How good is it though? Pretty decent. As long as Momoji tanks it up, it's all good. See what happened, but it looks like someone died. Does it stack if I keep raising defense like that? Oh, it does. Problem is, we need all sorts of MP. That almost killed my movie there. Don't do that. More stats, does it wear off for a while? It's... She also concentrating as well. I wonder what determines. That's unfair, although we are level 4 and not level 5. Holy shit, that hurt. Womp. Oh boy. Okay. In recognition of dying, party's money plus 100 in the trade. No one else is really ready for level 5 yet. Close though. Can't tell from this screen. Next 265. It's gonna be fine. Explore the tiny part I missed earlier. Lose all our money dying. Don't lose anything. I guess that's cool and all. What are we gonna have left in here? Bottom left was 3 treasures. There was nothing else in that corner. Maybe a path up here though. Or whatever that path is. It's somewhere in the middle that I can't see. It's in the first game where it's a full game over, it's low from the last save. So they were nicer this time around. I mean, normally that's what you would expect to happen if you game over, so. Great tree. What's that? Oh, it's a boss icon. Boss icon? What's that? Marks any spot which hides something that holds enmity for us. When we go near them, we should be well prepared for the worst. Also says level something on it. What's that? It says level 3. That's the challenge level. What's that? For example, if we defeat the boss at the party average of level 3 or lower, we get some reward out of it. The challenge level boss marks the recommended level for taking the battle on. Basically, if the boss is fought at the challenge level, it will present some challenge to us. Use that icon as an example. Fighting the boss at level 3 may be a bit of a challenge. Fighting it at 4 or 5 will make it quite easy. Basically something like that. But if we fight the battle above level 3, we don't get any rewards, right? It's true, but the reward level is designed to prevent us from mixing up the means and the end. We do things like always grinding and never advancing. By the way, if we're already leveled beyond the challenge level of the boss, we can always level down in the Hakari Shrine. So we'd be able to meet the challenge even if we overshot the challenge level. Whatever is fine, let's just go to where the icon is already. Every boss has a preset challenge level. The party average level is equal to or less than it, but you can get the random item that boosts MP, TP, skill points, or the like. Challenge level is a bit lower than the recommended level. Your party's composition and status makes it hard to win the battle in the challenge level or less. It's better to just give up, level up, and move on. So if you can't do it, then just forget about the rewards and just beat it normally. I want rewards, so... Actually, I'm forced to do it, aren't I? Aren't I forced to do it? Playing on hard? It's not about rewards anymore, I have to do it. Pretty sure that's what they said. Unify the level of all party members. Watch out, a character will not reach level 3 if they don't have enough experience points. We're all level 3, so let's go do that. Wait, Raymond, look over there. Excuse me. What's over there? That monster is holding up a Kogasa's umbrella. It's probably the monster that attacked her and stole her umbrella. What do you want to do? Yokai exist to be exterminated. I ain't too sure that it qualifies as a yokai. No point in arguing. Let's go. Malignant eater. All friends. Oh, and it just hasted all of them so they get to attack now. Destroy them. Boss health bars appear to be approximations, so this is maybe it does go down. When I was fighting Yomo, it just seemed like her health kept going down in chunks, but not quite every hit. Strange. Anna, can you stop dying, please? That's a good hit. Just keep beating her up, and just let her be. A strong nuts eater. That does not want to really fight Momoshi at all. We're not having AoE to stop them. Better not be MP. Those critical hits on the rabies bites. All good. Look at all them spoils. Super hard rye bread. Delicious. Look at you, Draymond. If you weren't so rough in that battle. Though, it looked like to me that Marius' double tap was the shot that broke it. Quit it, let's not play the blame game here. Whatever the case, what are you going to do with this umbrella now? It's a valuable item to that girl, if I'm right. I don't know. If we want to fix it up, couldn't we ask Nitori? It doesn't look like fixing this umbrella would need very powerful materials. Good Drac Rye. It'd be good if that was the case. For now, let's just take this broken umbrella with us. We can go back to Kensuke to see that Kappa later. Let's go in the dungeon, level up again, and it's the umbrella. Oh, three. Wait. Yeah, I'm right here. How may I help you? Sorry to say, but we're not buying anything right now. About this umbrella. What's with this broken umbrella? Can you fix it? Let's see. Yeah, I can probably fix it, but I'd need materials. What do you need? Insect exoskeleton and a great tree's leaf. And let's see now. 120 money, I guess. 120 money. You're charging us? You're not going to ask me to do it for free just because I'm good at it, right? But, well, we have all the stuff you need. Well, should I give them to you now? Well, if you'd like the umbrella repaired, be sure to do so. You have the necessary stuff. Give them to me already. Come on, let me have them. Big rubber. Well, can't be helped. Here, take them. Thank you very much, then. I think it'll take me about 30 minutes. Feel free to kill some time while I work. Thanks for waiting. Done? Perfectly. Here. Special item Kogasa's purple umbrella fixed. Oh, it's a better job than I thought it would be. This is nothing for a kappa. It's child's play for me. Well then, let's take it to Kogasa. Yeah. We sure spent a lot of effort for our sake. So much effort. This leveling up and leveling down is just that easy. You just say, I want all these levels. I don't know how that applies to skill point usage, though. Do I get to keep my skills? Take them away? Who knows? Maybe it doesn't even bother. Just whatever skills you learn, it's fine. Damage against flying enemies increases. I want to save up for Accelerate. It's just a passive that increases my speed every turn, just for the 10 points. We passed. What was that ride rate even? Just all materials? Something I can wear as a special item. Nope, it's a super hard rye bread. Leave a rye bread in your room for a long time, and you get this. For whatever reason, using the item deals skill-like damage to a large area. Thus, lots of bread tend to get left all over Nora's house. What a witch. Heck and Magic 16%. These sub-items give so much more stuff than actual equipment. Just need to find better gear, I guess. But who wants 16% magic? The tickets are looking good. I got free time until someone throws something at me. Ah, Sub. She's still crying. She can't possibly be crying all this time, I hope. Gatsa, stop bawling already. Here. My umbrella. We were able to find it. We didn't just find it. We had to collect materials to repair it because it was broken. You better be really grateful. By leaving out the fact that you broke it. See how it is. No, I'm really way too grateful. I'm so happy. Is there anything I can do to pay you back? Well, you could help us search this place. We don't have enough people right now. And you won't be dragging us back like me. No problem. As a Tsukumogami, we have to repay any debt we have whenever we can. That's the really serious matter for us. Is that so? That's the first time I've heard of that. It's the first I've heard of it too. Okay, if that's how it is. Well, if you feel good about helping us, then the feeling's mutual. Let's work well together. Us in the party. I'll go back to the human village for now. If you want to take me along for the ride, just come to the human village. You're not planning on getting up to any mischief to the humans of the village, are you? Are you? Oh. Are you? So what kind of character is he? Awesome. You can throw her in, we have billion slots in the party still. What does she do is the question. Check stats, please. It should be checking skills. The cheery forgotten umbrella. Ability to surprise humans. Adds a terror effect to all attacks. If the attack already had a terror effect, the effect will be increased. I guess that's what TRR stands for. Easy going. When you use to concentrate, HP will be recovered as well as MP. Recovery rate is twice as much as from backline HP recovery. Double magic. Didn't have any magic stats. Magic attack. Sheer force. User performs an attack. The damage will be calculated as if the enemy had lower elemental affinities, just like Momochi. Ability. Heart of Perseverance. The user has a chance to recover 1 MP every time the user takes damage. Leveling up the skill doubles the amount of MP recovered. Doubled per level. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, or just... maybe it is like that. It scales to endgame like that. When your vaccination on the 29th this month for freedom, all of China will know where I am. Enjoy those nano machines. Caracassa's surprising flash. 5 MP. All enemies NTR damage. Oh no, not NTR. I'm gonna guess it's Nether. If I had to pick a type, what NTR could stand for. The spell that targets all enemies and can inflict terror and shock. The Rainy Night's Ghost Story. Strong spell that targets a single enemy. Terror in lower mind. Drizzling large raindrops. Spell that targets an enemy's robe. Power, range, and MP consumption are good. I guess 3 is good. Cloud damage. She has a couple spells, but... it said her magic was bad. That's his direct attack. Is our direct attacks physical moves then? Yeah, magic attack and direct attack. So yeah, these are all physical abilities. It's a direct attack is. She's leveled up too. She's caught up with us. We're on level 5. We can try to give Yomu another PR's nitro damage. And all these skills makes you want to play Worm Online. Of course you would want to play something called Worm On. Who else would want to play Worm Online? Let's try again. We're level 5 now. We're level 4 when we first tried, so maybe your stats are good enough. From that? Or was that just resisted damage? The guy with a Momoji bot profile pic, the emotes that of course has to have Momoji as a party member. Technically she was the first party member we got in the dungeon, also she's our tank, so... and what else can I ask for her? Let's stop doing that. Trying to raise our defense against her crazy damage. Well, we didn't die. That's good. Don't have enough for her. She also concentrated. Concentrated attacks are pretty good. I only change one person at a time. Okay, man. Lying down. Pretty good damage though. Oh, she's just super weak to Kagasa's cloud damage. That could be it too. She was taking a lot from that. Guess we should have just used Kagasa. So perhaps that's what Shoxus wanted me to do first, is use Kogasa. It's apparently some advantage on her. Well, that's okay, we won. So happy the lags that I get it, Sword Stick. Anything that speeds down seems like it'd be very good. I don't think we have any speed down yet. But I don't know how many characters we get. We get at least 12, and there might be even more than that, so might have more things with us. And they want you to swap in and out characters as needed in battle. Worm Online is pre-Minecraft, not worked at Worm. Well, Minecraft is a thing. Is it fun? Does it have a lot of skills there, Wormstick? On your knees. Yes, you're right. The fairy who came by this way earlier was a lot more suspicious than you guys. But I think about it now, she was moving about in a really dodgy manner. I was too absorbed in tending to my Rokanken. I just left my Hakuroken lying around after I was done tending to it. And if you were actually thinking earlier, you would have suspected Cerno first and not us, since she came first. Maybe Yuko intended for you to experience more things and fix your stubborn-minded way of thinking. The hidden intentions behind the facade of a random win. It's getting more and more painful. Wouldn't it be good for you to take her up on her advice and join us? You can use all the help you can get to exploring this great tree. You could take it as a chance to hone your skills and to broaden your horizons. But I have to tend to the garden. How about I make it nice and simple and put it this way instead? It's punishment for trying to kill those who helped you. You're coming with us whether you like it or not. Ah, I got it. If you can help me train even more, I'll go with you, fine. Good, looking forward to working with you from now on. Yeah, same here. What am I doing? Gotta Yomu now. I still have preparations to make, so I'll be waiting for you back in Gensokyo. If you want me to join you, just call for me in the human village. See you later. Burmapedia. All these skills like nothing. Only one page of skills, 121. Nice game. Nice skills. Game that's, 15 years old should have like a billion skills by now. Limited heart. User receives skill level times 6% more experience. Restores 10% of max HP of the user upon the user's every turn. It naturally gets 10% HP every turn. Lord Dweller. The user's in the front line. Damage against ghost enemies increases. The user has an attack or magic buff and is calculated as a buff. Or, I'm sorry, when the user has an attack or magic debuff, it is calculated as a buff. That's pretty neat too. Like contrary, kind of. This is MP recovered by using concentration by skill level times 1. On user's turn, if MP is full, all stats increase by skill level times 6%. MP is full, all stats increase by skill level times 6%. User's HP is less than 20 plus skill level times 20%. Huh? All stats increase by 25%, so 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. You just have 25% all the time? What's the max skill level with desperation? It's 20 plus skill level times 20. We're at 1 level and it's already 40% then. Present Life Slash. Yumi's basic spell. It's a spell that consumes the least MP out of all of her arsenal, making it the easiest to use repeatedly. Slash of Eternity, 10 MP. Yumi's signature spell that boasts a very high power, a very long delay after the attack, so make sure you have support afterwards. God Slash of Karma Wind. Physical spell that combines the holy trinity of all targeting, high power, and low delay. Beware of using the spell as the MP cost is very high. Slash Clearing the Six Senses. Direct attack spell that targets all enemies. Power and delay is not as good as God Slash of Karma Wind, but it consumes less MP in return. 2 less MP. It's also a different element, so what are we really saying here? There's a lot of attack skills though. It's 7 o'clock. How much more do we have to the first floor? Wait to just complete the first floor, because I think we've gone through everything. We scared off Cerno, so maybe we can go to that ice block that was blocking us before. So what is this item in here? What is the secret path? Because we don't have like a pathway that's pointing us to that. What are these other pages? Values. Level bonuses, base value increasing items. All of our skills. I haven't really leveled any skills. I can do it in the dungeon, but I have to make sure I spend my points in town. You know, custom Dark Wolf Gnome sound. What does that mean? You want me to make the who? I can barely do that normally. You gotta have like that raspy gnome voice to do that. I just can't do it. I did try it. I said who. So I can do it. It's difficult. Very, very hard. It's probably Cerno's doing. Ah, might be. She just had to go and do that, stupid fairy. What do we do now? We can't go on with this in the way. You know, think you could do something about it? Of course, it's thick, but it's only ice. My Hakuroken will cut through it like it was butter. Seriously? That sword's pretty scary. Okay, everyone else, please move back. Ha! There, done. Just like that. That was a piece of cake. Oh, as one would expect of the Hakuyokuro's sword master. Damn, that was amazing. Not even a trace left of that huge piece of ice. Thanks, let's keep going then. I still have to give that dumb fairy a piece of my mind. Dumb Baka fairy. Just an idiot. I think that was Marisa too. Normal attack is enough to kill bees. Right to the staircase, huh? Well, that means we did it. Completed a floor. Green Hall that knows those who hold power. Looks like those stairs led us upwards. The forest seems to be getting wider. Looks like we still have a long way to go. Given how stupidly large it looked from the outside, it wasn't going to be something we could finish in a day. You know, keep in your size. Let us hurry onward so we can take it out on that ice ferry. I don't think you were blameless in the whole affair, though. He's the one who stole it. It's all her fault. I do agree with you, so stop the death stare if you could. She may be strong for a fairy, but she's still a fairy, and more importantly, she's still Cerno. She won't be able to stand up to these monsters soon enough, so she can't be too far away, probably. So we nab her as soon as we see her. Alright, let's get a move on. No, I wasn't planning to play this forever. The first floor is enough. Go buy some meat so we can feed Rumia. I'm back, Gensokyo. Huh, I'm tired today. I want to lie down already. I'm tired too. I want to eat some sweet stuff. I want to eat too. By the way, you guys, how did you secure lodging inside the village for us? That would be my work, don't you know? Be sure to shower me with your things. Sure. But it's colder than I thought. Still, those enemies inside the tree, well, we can't avoid them even if we want to. When we actually want to fight them, they don't seem to come out so easily. Yeah, because of that, we have to aimlessly wander a lot, or walk a lot. Really don't want to do that. Let's see, I don't know anything about avoiding them, but it's easy if you want to lure them out. They seem to react weirdly to the sound of swords. Sounds like when I sheath my sword. Basically, they seem to react easily to the sound of metal. Also, things like slashing really hard things, like the outer walls, also lure them out. And then, if we try to make a lot of noises, will that draw them towards us as well? Probably, but basically, if you want to fight monsters, we just have to get Yomu to yell while making a ruckus with her sword, right? Then we'll be relying on you, Yomu. I'm definitely not going to do something like that. I'll lend you these broken swords, so do it yourself. When you want to quickly encounter some monsters, the N key will cause the encounter rate to instantly increase to 200. Situations where you want to fight repeatedly like this when you're leveling up, the N key will reduce the time spent walking around. Press N for monster. For foes, we can explore a bit of it. Second floor. We're gonna go buy some manga meat. Not even in, are you sure you want to buy? Press the button, you've bought it. Here's a sly one. Oh, I was 30. No, I played one of the regular Touhou games for like 3 hours before starting this. And I was just gonna show it off because I was curious about, you know, the gameplay in it. Who else has the other manga meat on? So that we have 3 of them. We played this for 2.5 hours for level 5, so there you go. It's a very Etrian Odysseys type dungeon game. The male character, what? Yes, Renosuke does exist in Touhou. He is a male character in Touhou. And basically the only one. Let's see, is all weird. Look at that. Oh, because there's a staircase here, probably from upstairs. That's probably where we get in there from. Hungry. There's no manga meat. Here, we gathered the 3 manga meat you wanted. Honestly, why did we even do this? Sorry for the trouble. Yay, it's manga me. It's time to dig in. That was a fight. Well, we're strong enough to just one-shot them though. That was really good, huh? My belly's so full. Hey, can I ask you something else? Okay, still more? Don't you have anything fun to do? It was boring waiting for the meat here. In that case, how about you come with us as we explore the great tree and kick some monster butt? That sounds like it'll be fun. Hey, wait, you want her to go with us back to the village? Are you sure that's safe? If we leave her here, sooner or later, she'll get hungry again, and she might be craving human meat next time. We gotta take her with us. I see now. I suppose it should work out if we feed her in the village and keep an eye on her. Hey, do I follow you now? Oh well, I suppose we don't have a whole lot of help right now, so anything we can get is a plus. Altogether, alright, Romeo, let's go beat up some monsters here together. Hey, count me in. So, dungeon, add Romeo, fix my dog. Up. Skills, 10 points for accelerating. When damage by an enemy, defense and minor increase by skill roll. It's 5%. On Lee's turn, all allies in the front line have their mind increased by 6%. I think mind is at least magic defense, right? And that's okay. I don't really get very many skill points, however. This seems to be one per level, but it costs so many points to level up a skill. I guess we're not really getting too many levels of anything. For him, he's got these ones. Not first aid, or heal is. Who knows how much that'll actually help, though. What do you do, Rubio? E9. Circle 9. If you have any of Rumia, Cerno, Wriggle, or Misty on the front line, the user's overall stats will be increased by skill level times 8% per person, excluding the user. This effect does not occur until an ally or enemy gets a turn. Max level's 2, so we can have 16% per person. It's 48% chance if you use the other 3. User in the front line, damage against humanoid enemies increases. It's because she eats them. Damage is reduced. User attacks an enemy with the user attacks an enemy with very high defenses. Some of the damage will pass through and ignore part of the enemy's defense. Ability to manipulate darkness lowers the rate at which the encounter rate counter increases by skill level times something. Effect stacks other similar effects will cap at 75%. Attacks an enemy by trapping them between 2 lasers. Simple, high-power spell. It's scary when you see it for the first time. Spell that attacks all enemies in the dark. Power is low, but spell ignores the enemy's mind. Has a small amount of HP to all frontliners. Also reduces the effect of any debuffs present on all. So she has a heal too? It needs more healers. Let's explore a bit of the second floor. Let's see. there are indeed FOEs. Any kind of wandering boss monster in this game. I don't know what these forest fairies get here. Got missed. They always try to like shoot a laser at someone on the back row. Don't really know what they're doing. And now there's two of them. Now.
Hey, you guys!
Happy Wormstick. What's up, Marisa? Stomach not agreeing with the fruit you picked up off the ground. You do something like that. Would this do? Really now, what are you doing? Nope, this seems better. I did say to finish any laboratorial matters before we started exploring. I told you that's not it. Jeez. Oh, I see. I get it now. Marisa, you're using the masses of nutrients and bioenergies moving around the ducts of the Great Tree to set a relay point, right? Yep, you got it. Figured you'd be the only one who truly understands Mikoran. Relay point? What's that? It's a little device that links the village in this area. Imagine if we had to start at the beginning every time, no matter how much progress we made. A real pain, right? Yes, so. I did just walk back from the start. Once we find points like these, you can enter the Great Tree again. We can restart our exploration from here. It'll make things a whole lot easier, all thanks to me. Go ahead and tell me how awesome I am. Oh, that's pretty good. It'll be very convenient for sure. Ain't it? Well, Reimu, not hearing any words of awestruck appreciation coming from you. Don't be stupid. Just hurry up and do it. Better hope I don't rig something to prevent you from using it. Relay point has been activated. Return to the dungeon from Kensokyo. This place can be used as a starting. Attend what use again. Whoa, hold up a sec. Look over there. That's Serno on the ground. She looks like she's in quite the sorry state. Oh, Reimu did say that she can't be too far away, but to think that she was this close by. Why is she looking all beat up, though? It's most likely tried to fight the foe nearby. Uh-oh. They said the word. They said the term. They said it. Most likely tried to fight the foe nearby. F-O-E? Yes, look to the north. Which direction is that? Look to the top right of the screen. Wow, now that's meta. You were entirely inviting that. Oh, there it is. That's a giant orb of death, ain't it? There does appear to be something red towards the north. What the heck is that thing? An FOE. It's a powerful enemy. If we get close to that enemy symbol, it will sense our presence to start chasing us for a period of time. If it catches us, we'll be forced into battle. FOEs are extremely strong, and once into battle with them, we will not be able to run away. It will be a trying endeavor to attempt to defeat a foe as soon as we find this. We can't run, period. That only makes me want to fight it even more. Here we go again. You really need to learn to follow other people's advice. FOEs generally will not move if we do not approach them. If we don't provoke them, they're harmless. It would be safest to ignore them if we were not confident in our strength. I see. So once we were confident in our strength, we beat them up. Anyways, what do we do with this ice fairy here? Oh, right, she was here. I totally forgot about her. Just completely out of it. She has been a major nuisance to us. Shall we just drag her back to the village? We'll tend to her injuries there as well, though who knows if fairies actually need that. Let's make her our next exploration team member. Spin her around and tie her up. Is there no join the party? Is it a deer? Is it a bear? I guess we'll find out. I'll just run right into it. The group's steadily getting bigger. Let's keep this rate up. Oh, it turned red. It is a level 9 Chrysomalos. It's a very strong bull thing that's already trampled us. Can you not do that every turn? They need to concentrate. Her heal's not very strong. Scary when you see it for the first time. So scary, but it did a lot of damage. And inflict the status elements. Well, Terra and Lower Mind. So, what Terra does. Great Roar. What that actually did to us. TRR 18125. That's a big number. What does that mean? Got terrified. Maybe that's just how much turn order that needs to pass to wear it off. Here is 10,000. That was a big hit. I think we have what it takes to beat this thing out. God Slash of Karma Wind. That was not nearly strong. It look like we're doing too hot. Well, with your first aid and it's still garbage for next game. Well, there goes the FOE bill. It exists. They exist. Was level 8, under leveled by 2 to 3 levels. But... at least now we know if there are FOEs in this game. Well, that was neat. Might need to find an updated translation of this that doesn't cut off the text on the side. I don't know why it does that. Assuming there is one. Well, that was interesting. I mean, we just went through playing an Etrian Odyssey. I don't think this would be something I want to stream right this second. We do have other games on our requests that I need to get through, so I can just open up requests again. Hoping there's plenty of FOEs in the third game. Did they say there's going to be a third game? I mean, this game is, I don't know how long, but I've had this since 2014. That's a lot of years ago. I think they would have had one by now. It's in the works? Neat. This could be fun to play once in a while, but I'm not gonna focus on it at all.